Hi, Esther. How are you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Well, the last time that we met, you were planning to take the life skills inventory. And if you remember, the life skills inventory was the career assessment that is assessing the different life skills that you have. It assesses you in six different categories: communication, stress management, anger management, time, money management, and career. And all of those life skills are incredibly important anytime you're transitioning between careers. Have you had a chance to take that assessment?
Yes, I did. I just tasted it.
Oh, great.
Um, I think it was a bit too long, but
Yeah.
I did take it.
How long did it take you?
It took me about an hour.
About an hour to do? Sure. So
Mhm.
all of those, the last several steps where you're writing your own goals, that part is very labor intensive, I know. So in terms of your
Mhm.
scores, where did you fall? Did you have some high scores?
I did have high scores. I think in the work part, I said I was
Mhm.
a great worker and I'm hard working, but I did have a very low score with the money management.
Okay, great.
Hmm.
So when you got into those, into the subsequent steps, when you were identifying activities or strategies to improve your life skills, what were some of the things that you remember that you identified as possible activities?
I would say for like the money management, since I did get a very very low score,
Mhm.
some of the goals and improvement were like budgeting, creating a list, shopping for essential items and stuff like that, and no
Mhm.
splurging.
Great,
Hmm.
great. You said you were high in the career section. The money management was your lowest. How did you do when it came to communication or stress management?
Everything else was average.
Okay, average. Do you agree with the assessment results?
Actually, I really do. I think it described me to a T.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Okay. So overall, you agree with the results. Do you feel like some of the goals that you created at the very end will be helpful as you're moving forward and you're thinking about your career goals?
Yes, I did enjoy doing the goals because it made me think about myself and think about my short term as well as long term goals.
Okay.
And I guess I had like just have some time to just think about me for a second
Mhm.
and just create some goals. I think that I enjoy that aspect of it. But
Good.
I did want to talk to you about some of my goals.
Okay.
I don't think they were attainable for the money management part.
Okay. Were they specific goals or were they broader goals, long term, short term?
Some of them for stress was
Mhm.
short term, and for the money management were more of a long term. Basically, because I'm trying to get out of debt and trying
Sure.
to establish great credit.
Mhm.
So I guess those short term and long term goals. And then career, I enjoy that one because I did score high on that one. So I didn't have any like specific goals for that one as well.
Great. The money management are the ones that you're thinking the most about. Those are the ones that you want to work on. In terms of how feasible those goals are, do you feel like they're realistic? The ones that you've set for yourself?
I think they are. I think the money management as well as stress management.
Hmm.
I think they're I guess feasible.
Okay.
I should say they.
Sure. How many goals per category? So they have the six categories. How many
Mhm.
goals do you create for each one?
Okay, for the step two, you had to identify two to three I guess increments, and some of them I just identify. So mainly I would just have like two goals to each category.
Okay. Great. Do you remember, since you say you have some of your goals written down, that you feel comfortable sharing?
Yes, I do have some goals. For my money management, I did have create a budget and work on a list, as
Mhm.
well as I did have. Let me just pull it up. For my last one, for for stress relief,
Mhm.
I said basically to keep calm and to not explode out in anger,
Okay.
and to find like a zen and meditation moment.
Good.
Mhm.
Those are great. And
Yes.
how do you feel now that you've taken this assessment?
Actually, I feel great, and I think I learned more about myself, such as the stress. I guess stress management. I think I've learned some key points of how to be stress free and to
Hmm.
stay stress free. And I get so stressful and worry and have anxiety about myself and the different situations I have. So I guess I learned that a little bit.
That's wonderful.
Mhm.
Very cool. So it does sound like you have some very concrete strategies that you're going to implement as you move forward in these different categories. I think that's wonderful. And I know that you scored high in several of the categories, and in other categories you scored in the average mark, you said, but the money management was the big goal that you wanted to work on. And it sounds like you have created some goals to help you achieve that.
Mhm.
Great.
Yeah. And I think it'll help me out in the long run within my career
Hmm.
because it did have some. I did have goals to create working within a team
Hmm.
in a career setting. So
Great.
I enjoy that as well.
Good. So that's important to you. That collaboration piece is important.
Yes.
Great. It's good to know what you value. So that's important.
Mhm.
Great. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.